This literally just changed my life. This looks like false. This is how? What? Incredible. It truly did a phenomenal job. I mean, literally, just look at the difference. So I just lied straight to your face, and you probably believed it. These lashes, totally fake.
I don't know which one I'm madder at. I don't know if I'm madder at Mikayla and her decisions, or the fact that y'all made that slimy snake come back out of hibernation. Why would y'all do that?
Hi everyone, it's me again, and Squish Gang is present. I'm entirely in the way. Yay! Featuring my new crochet bee bestie. Yay! Alright. And hair clips are back in, so we know that we're doing some makeup today. Because today we're going to be talking about what people have started referring to as Mascara Gate, which is involving Mikayla Nogueira and the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. I think it's called mascara. It's like in the black tube. And we're going to talk about how that's kind of transpired, where it's leading, and kind of the buzz on TikTok. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an honest mascara review of one that I find okay. To preface, also, I hate all mascara. I think mascara sucks. It's annoying. And my lashes are already black, so I don't really care about it, and I forget it half the time. But I have this one, Lancome Lidl. I got this with a coupon. And I have another one I also got with a coupon, because it's the only one that I'm kind of okay with. But anyways, this is actually too wet still, though, so it's not great. It needs to dry out a little bit more. But yeah, but before we get into that, ways to support the channel, including Amazon wishlist and Patreon, linked down below, along with my sources and links to social media. Things that I'm wearing on my face are linked to shop as well, with affiliated links when stated. And we'll actually get into a little bit of that when we get into the parts of the video as well. So if we do the parts of the video, we're going to talk about the world of influencer marketing a little bit in part one. We're going to talk about the differences between PR, affiliate marketing, and sponsorships. And then part two, we're going to go into a little bit about this mascara gate, and part three, we're going to talk about kind of the resurgence of Jeffree Star reviews as a result of this on TikTok. So chapter down below for your viewing pleasure, and let's get right into it. So I'm also going to do a little eyeshadow look before we get into the mascara part with the Natasha Denona Zendo palette, which is here, and we're going to start with shade Balance, kind of all over the lid and the crease. And because I like the vibe, we're going to be doing it with the classic Morphe M433 brush. Yes, the relic now, because Morphe is bankrupt. So I just said, right, links for what I'm wearing down below. That is an example of affiliate marketing. So that's what we're going to discuss first, because I do affiliate marketing. Am I very successful at it? Not at all. But I don't care, because I just do it for the vibes. Now, in this affiliate marketing, what you're doing is you're taking things that you typically already like and use, and you are just kind of linking where to shop them, so that if someone buys it because of you, you get a small commission. It's typically anywhere from, what I've noticed, around 2 to 10%, depending on kind of the circumstances. So I also have an affiliate link with Every Jewels that I've mentioned before. That one is also, it depends, but I typically get about, I think it's a 5% commission from that. You can tell how much I'm an influencer type when I can't even really remember. But point is, that one is a little bit typically on the more honest side, because that just tends to be stuff that you already use or you already have that you just like. When you get to be like a huge influencer and you start having like Amazon affiliate marketing and stuff, that's a bit of a different story, because for those of you who don't know, some companies will give bonuses if you have reached a certain milestone. So if you've sold $10,000 of product, you can get a monthly commission that just doesn't change, and then your percents on top of that, stuff like that. What's essentially happening there is you can make money that way. I have affiliate marketing stuff. However, if you can see that not everything is linked, it's because I'm going to use what I'm going to use. To me, it doesn't really matter if, it's linkable or not. I link what I can link, because also a lot of people ask me, but for me, it's not that serious. So that's one way, is there's links to things through affiliate websites or the websites directly, depending on what kind of deals you have, and then you shop it that way. Now we're going to take essentially a far superior brush to the Morphe M433, but it is triple the price, but it doesn't hurt my eyeballs because it's not scratchy. This is the Sephora Pro Crease in 19, and you can see that there's also some written in French because I live in Canada. So then we're going to take the shade Relief, and we're going to essentially cover the brown. So the next type of product is called PR. Now, PR is a bit of a different story. This is free product that is sent to you from a brand, and it depends on the deal. If they do decide to contact you, sometimes brands just send you stuff just to see if you're going to try it and talk about it, that kind of stuff. Now, so let's say my friend Cake Face Hannah, who is on TikTok, she gets PR from About Face, and she just talks about when she receives stuff, things like that. And she actually gave me a little bit of her excess. So here's the About Face lip glossy oil thingy. I genuinely just like, because it feels like a lip oil, but it has coverage like a lipstick, like a liquid lipstick. So, but that's besides the point. So this was sent to her for free, but seems like she can just kind of do whatever she wants with it.
About Face sent me some new makeup, so let's see what I got. So everyone knows what these are. These are the Fluid Matte Eye Paints. I got the orange shade, the light pink, and this really deep purple shade. Here are the 3 shades. I'm really excited to use those colors, but we also have 3 of their shadow sticks. I believe one of them is, 2 of them are matte and 1 is shimmery. So these 2 are matte and this is a shimmery one. I'll swatch these. I'll swatch everything in the
Like, I don't get paid to talk about this or anything like that, right? So PR is just product that you get sent, and depending on the brand, sometimes it can be a little bit dicey with it. So some brands will say, if we send you stuff, you have to talk about it. And then some are like, well, you have to talk about it and you have to be positive, and they're sketchy brands. And sometimes they do this for sponsorships as well. So I remember in the latest episode of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo on Teresa Is Dead's channel, she talked about this brand, and it starts with an F, and I can't remember what it's called. I'll put the clip in, obviously, but that does this like really beautiful makeup. But they said to her that she had to say something nice about the brand in order to be able to receive product and get paid and whatever, which that's dicey, obviously.
I saw this, and I love when people send me fluorescent stuff because I'm like, no. I'm never reviewing it. And the reason for that is because at one point Fluorescence was talking to me and they were like, cool, hey, we would love to do a video with you, but like you can only speak positive about us. And I'm like, but what if I don't like it? And they're like, no. And after that it made me go, and that's why I don't fuck with it. I don't like when brands do that. I don't like that, and it's no. Needless to say, it didn't work out for us. So when people said it to me, I just LOL. Yeah, I would never pick up anything from the brand just purely based off of that.
But some brands are like honest opinions. I've worked with pretty good brands. I've worked with ExpressVPN and Ren, and they're just kind of like, you know, just decide, just tell them like how you want to do it, with the way that you use it, and just make sure you talk about like the link and the discount and blah, blah, blah. Like that's pretty much as easy as it gets. So that is a whole different story, right? It just really depends on the individual contract. Now I'm going to take the shade Aura, which is this like duochrome thingy, and cover my whole lid with it. Oh wait, no, I lied. I'm going to deepen up with Vigor in the outer corner and the crease. And I'm going to do that with this crusty, dusty Wet n Wild brush that all the writing's completely rubbed off of. What Mikayla was doing with the mascara, which we'll get into for the third part, but just before we get into that, that would be a sponsorship. Because she, if you look, so TikTok is like really messy. There's a lot of stuff on the screen, which I think is why they have that kind of clear mode thing too. But I'll put a screenshot of like what it looks like upon just like watching it regularly. There's a ton of stuff written on the screen, and really tiny where the cluster is, it says L'Oreal Partner. Now, so that means that partners are 99.9999% of the time, because I don't want to say 100% of the time because I'm not a big influencer, are paid, right? So she was paid to talk about the mascara. And when she starts her video, one eye is done and one eye is not done. So that is payment to talk about the product. And Mikayla is known to get a lot of sponsorships and talking about things on TikTok, right? So that's the third type, is when you're paid to talk about the product. You have to do certain things depending on the deal made in the contract. So that seems to be what the mascara was, because it said L'Oreal partner on it. Now I'm going to take the Shimmer Aura and cover my lid, which is this one. And then I'm going to take Tranquil and do it on the outer part. This gets us into the second part of the video where we're talking about said mascara review. So in TikTok, so like I've made a single YouTube short so far in my lifetime. And because I did that, YouTube has said, ooh, we're going to bother her about short stuff. And with that, I have been given the tips to shorts videos and things like that in the creator studio. And one of the things they say is the type of content that shorts are, you need to catch attention within 2 seconds, as opposed to a video like this is apparently 15 seconds. Now, with this in mind, this is why she starts with one eye already done, and whether done means also including false lashes, I will let you decide, because everything in this video is alleged in my opinion. And now I'm just going to do the inner corner with luster, and these shimmers are kind of crap, so I'm going to put a Super Shock on after, and then we'll get to the mascara part. So I'm just going to cover the center with the ColourPop Super Shock in Secret Garden.
Look how long and lengthened my lashes look.
This literally just changed my life. This looks like false. This is how? What? It's this L'Oreal telescopic lift. Look at the wand. Okay, so basically I'm taking the curved side and I'm going root to tip and I'm starting to coat the lashes. And then once you've done that, you flip the brush to the side and you use the hook comb to basically separate. This is one coat. Okay, I'm gonna add a second. Look at the length. Do you see that? I am speechless. And I'm not sure anyone's gonna ever be able to compete with this mascara.
Upon seeing the partner thing, I was already a little sussed out. And then she starts to apply the mascara, right? And Mikayla and I seem to have pretty similar natural lashes. I do not use any sort of grande lash or anything like that. So I have little poo-poo baby lashes that literally point straight down. The length of them is fine. Like, I'm not mad about it, but it's the way that they literally go like this. And I have the Shiseido eyelash curler, which I'm going to use, and hope for the best. So with this in mind, right, you can see her lashes look kind of poo-poo. And I'll play the TikTok now. So take with that what you want now, seeing that, right? The things look a little dicey. So let's do an honest mascara review. Let me curl my lashes, and then I'll cut to a really fun little zoom in. So the thing with TikTok too, right, when we have reviews, is the quality is really low. So if you see, right, there's a lot of texture going on. Look at my chin, right? Look at my skin, right? You can even see the like coils of the headband, right? So we know this is very high definition. Now, TikTok is known to have really bad quality. So that already doesn't help, including the beauty filter, whatever. I'm obviously not using one because you can see everything. And I have no issues with showing my skin. I have a video with over almost 100,000 views where I start with no makeup on at all. Now we're going to zoom in and we're going to do a mascara review to kind of show what it normally should be looking like. And I don't even own false lashes. I don't know how to put on false lashes because I have little poo-poo baby sensitive eyes. So I don't like doing that. So if we zoom in a little more. Okay. Here's my eyeball. We are very personal. This is very, very close to my face. So let me curl them again. Really give this a shot. Lancome Lidl. Okay. Poke myself in the eye. Oh, I poke myself in the I always get myself in the eye. Oh my god, I hate mascara so much. Okay. This is one coat on, top and bottom lashes. And this is what my other eye looks like. Nothing crazy. And this is a pretty highly rated mascara, and I tend to kind of like the ones like this. So, on a super duper pooper high definition camera. So let me do my other eye, and we'll get back to the next part. Okay, so I've piled it on. And this is as much as I could get. Now, I'm not an influencer. I don't work till 5:19. I can't do a Boston accent, I'm so sorry. So this, I'm just stupid, maybe. Okay? So now what I'm going to do to further give her the benefit of the doubt is I'm going to take this liquid liner. So I don't have a pencil that's good enough for this. And I'm going to tightline the top. And then I'm going to take my pencil that's too stubby to tightline the top. And I'm going to tightline the bottom. Like I'm going to line the waterline. And we're going to come back, zoomed out a little bit more, and see what the whole tea is. So this is the best I can do. So, and again, I do not claim to be good at doing anything with my lashes. But you can see a pretty distinct difference. Also, I know putting liner in my waterline is bad for me, but I'm doing it for the content. Doing it for y'all. You now see that there's obviously going to be some distinct differences between how these lashes look and how the lashes in the ad look. And people were noticing that there was like separation and alleged lash glue. And it's very similar to a TikTok where Mikayla once did and used false lashes and it was the mascara. I can't do the accent. But she says it was the mascara to slide to your faces. And her lashes look just like the L'Oreal telescopic review.
The difference in my lashes with this mascara is absolutely incredible. It truly did a phenomenal job. I mean, literally, just look at the difference. So I just lied straight to your face. And you probably believed it. These lashes, totally fake. And that's what brands do. They lie to you. This literally just changed my life. This looks like false. This is how? What? It's this L'Oreal telescopic lift. Look at the wand. And then once you've done that, you flip the brush to the side and you use the hook comb to basically separate. This is one coat. Okay, I'm going to add a second. Look at the length. Do you see that? I am speechless. And I'm not sure anyone's going to ever be able to compete with this mascara.
So now people are like, influencers are scammers, and they're going into this concept of de-influencing. Now, this also happened in 2020, if anyone remembers, with the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star ordeal. So this is not the first time we've seen de-influencing as kind of like a trend. But now it's kind of being led by the idea of Charlotte Tilbury wand being full of air, Mikayla lying allegedly about the mascara and other reviews, beauty filters, and things like that. Then who comes out of the woodwork but Jafar Starlington?
Oh, I definitely have been hearing you loud and clear this week. You've woken up the motherfucking beast. And I'll be reviewing makeup starting again next week. A lot of foundations and mascaras and certain things I hear may be fraudulent. So if y'all want an unbiased motherfucking bitch that's been reviewing makeup for 10 years, that has never accepted a fucking coin from one brand to ever say a product is amazing, then stay fucking tuned, because the bitch is back.
So that gets into part 3, right? So now we have people kind of praising Jeffree Star on TikTok. I kept getting these. I don't follow Jeffree Star on TikTok. I don't look up Jeffree Star on TikTok. I don't interact with Jeffree Star on TikTok. But despite that, I've been bombarded with advertisements, or not advertisements. I've been bombarded by people saying that they like Jeffree Star and they're finally looking for someone who's an honest makeup reviewer to come back to us. So now Jeffree Star is going to start doing, I would assume, the Jeffree Star Approved series on TikTok, it sounds like, which is just lovely. I love that for us. So now we kind of have this cycling back to, and people in 2016 or 2017 found out that influencers were receiving money for Morphe codes and things like that. This same kind of overturn happened where people were kind of betrayed by the idea of the honest influencer. And because TikTok was such a new platform, it hadn't gotten to do that cycle yet. So now here we are. So you have to kind of decide who you'd seem deemed to be your honest influencers. Because, y'all might not believe me and the makeup that I'm wearing and what I'm doing, even though I'm recording in, full high definition and showing my skin. But even then, because people have made these strong efforts to lie, that I wouldn't blame you for not believing me. This is kind of the environment that we've come to. And now people are kind of, I have a TikTok, which I'll put in, where people are claiming that they'll just forgive Jeffree Star in the name of honest makeup reviews.
Ryan cost Dunder Mifflin hundreds of thousands of dollars, Michael.
You know
Ryan...
what? David, I don't care if Ryan murdered his entire family. He is like a son to me.
So now people are in a position where they're craving such honesty that they will literally side with someone who has allegations of assault, someone who's been racist and hateful online, who has caused tons of turmoil to the beauty community and others outside of it, just for the sake of wanting to have someone who's honest. That's where we've come to. Yeah, and I'll put in some more TikToks. Obviously, I'll have little sections where I couldn't go through them, but
I gotta pull this out. So literally, this is supposed to be for everybody. Girl. So if a brand is gonna have literally one brow color, I don't want to be dramatic, you guys. I'm not into it. Color, I gotta pull this out. So literally, this is supposed to be for everybody. Down, still no product. We're halfway down, still no product. Right there. So literally, there's like no product in here except to right here.
it's just really unfortunate, this idea that because, you know, it's kind of like a one bad egg spoils the whole batch. That's kind of what's happened here with Mikayla. And I just like hope that we can find somebody who we kind of enjoy, who's honest, that isn't Jeffree Star. Because people are saying, oh, because Jeffree Star's so rich, he doesn't need to take a bag from them. I mean, there are other people that are rich, don't need to take a bag. Or you can go see the people who couldn't afford, you know, these really small creators like myself, for example, who like, I don't get sent anything like from brands. I don't get paid by makeup brands. All of this stuff is my own that I've had. I've had this eyeliner for like a year. I've had this eyeliner for like a year. Got this with Christmas money, like a gift card I got from Sephora. Everything I've linked, I've paid with my own money. I've only ever been sent the stuff from Hannah, which is her excess PR. So I'm not paid for that anyways. I'm not in a deal with anybody to do that, right? So that's just not the same thing entirely. So then you're kind of getting into this position of trying to figure out who you want to side with and all this kind of stuff. But I just hope that it's not Jeffree Star, you know? So, links, sources, you know, buying my makeup. Ooh, I'm one of them. Ugh, it just makes me so weird to say that, but I don't know. I also need to, like, not die, unfortunately, you know? Anyways, all of that down below. We're concluding the video now. Ways to support the channel, Patreon, Amazon, all that stuff also down below, including an email to suggest longer form content, or feel free to DM me on any of the socials that are down below, and just kind of open up for this discussion, because I'm curious on what the kind of thoughts are and everything. So, have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye!
Please, I'm begging you, stop trying to be influencers. We need electricians.
Yeah, mate, so the first thing I got was this Fluke Volt Tester. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Yeah, it's pretty good, eh?